Oh, but it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, listen.
So we will call the. Are we all here?
Yes.
Okay, so we will call the Metro Bus Board meeting to order at 4 o'clock. And Ryan, I don't have the agenda, which normally would be on my phone. I can't do 2 screens, so I'm going to have you probably go as I go through the agenda. But I guess we will start with roll call. Let the record show that everyone is. We will approve then to begin with the agenda. Are there any additions? First of all, Ryan.
Additions or changes to the agenda?
Okay. Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Motion.
Miller.
Second.
Okay. Motion by.
Miller.
Second.
Okay. Motion by Mayor Miller and by Commissioner Lippert. Second. Take the roll, Ryan, if you could, please.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm hearing echoes, but I'll do the roll call.
Here.
Ryan Fitzum.
Here.
Kurt Hunsinger.
Here. Dave,
All right,
I don't know.
we'll
Dave, I don't know, but your video is off. If you want it on.
Oh, I'm out walking.
Oh.
There, am I on?
No.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Better turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah, it was better before.
Welcome to my neighborhood. Welcome to my neighborhood. Starts raining, I'll turn it off. I usually turn it off because someone will stop and want to say something. So I'm going off. There you go.
If you give us the address, we could post it on social media and get a lot of people following.
Yeah, that's right. There'll be all kinds of people out here.
Where's your mask, Dave?
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't vote. I don't have a vote on my council, by the way. So, nor do I have a veto. So I guess just waiting for Sartell, Sac Rapids, and Wade Park now to join.
Keep waiting.
Actually, I don't think you'll need to wait very long because I think the governor's going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But anyway, I will. The agenda, Ryan. Do you? Basically, that was the vote before the roll call, but we should probably officially do the agenda. So if you want to take the roll call on approving the agenda, that would be great.
Okay. John Lippert.
Yes.
Dave Kleiss.
Yes.
Rick Miller.
Yes.
Ryan Fitzum.
Yes.
Kurt Hunsinger.
Yes.
Okay, that passes unanimously. Agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
Miller moves.
Fit some seconds.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Ryan, please take the roll.
John Lippert.
Yes.
Dave Kleiss.
Yes.
Rick Miller.
Yes.
Ryan Fitzum.
Yes.
Kurt Hunsinger.
Yes.
Ryan Fitzum.
Yes.
Kurt Hunsinger.
Yes.
Right, that passes unanimously. So Ryan, if we can go to the, since I don't have the ability to look at the agenda on this screen, could you go to the first item?
We have an open forum, so we'll pause to see if you have anybody in the audience for the open forum section.
Okay.
Hearing none.
Ryan, I believe Gail was going to join and she had something to say, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Gail, go ahead.
If you can. I would like to see the meetings, even after all of this, I would still like to see the meetings either, by phone or with WebEx. I'm also a blind person. I cannot access WebEx with my screen reading software. There was someone here that sent me an email with the phone number, and that's wonderful, and I do appreciate that. But it would be nice to be able to do it with WebEx who you would contact to do this, but it would really be helpful. And there may be other blind people out there who feel the same way I do, who are not around to say it for themselves for some reason. That's basically what my comment is. And also, one more thing. I felt in some ways with all of this stuff, I was being passed around like a beach ball. You know, this person entered into it, and that person entered into it. It was like, I'm the type of person that just get it done, keep it simple, sweetie, and get it done. You know, and simple, sweetie, and get it done. You know, and I'm glad I was able to get on this meeting, but those are my comments. And if you can keep in touch with me so we can keep working on this, that would be absolutely wonderful. It's not done yet. If you see a good, healthy start, then nothing.
Sure.
Thank
no, I
you.
appreciate your comments, and we will have Ryan, if you could have somebody follow up to make sure that you know, any of those glitches are there. And I guess at some point we should look at you know, having that access, so that she has access and anybody else that may have access issues. And if we need to, at some point, I am assuming we can meet in person again, when and if I guess that makes sense. Both options. In fact, I think if we meet in person, there still should be some type of electronic way for people to join if they can.
Okay.
Is there any other public comments or anybody in the queue for open forum?
Kellen, do we have anybody else? Okay, that's all, Dave.
Okay. Well, yeah. If we can follow up, that would be great. And then just let us know for the next meeting how to do that. Why don't we go then to the next item on the agenda, or Ryan?
Okay, under general business, item number 9, introduction to new planning manager, Michael Kudrowski. And that presentation will be given by Dave Green.
One of our new members of MetroBus, Michael Kudrowski, has been hired as planning manager, and so I'd like to just give him the opportunity to speak a little bit about his background, and if we could give him a warm welcome to MetroBus, that would be appreciated. So go ahead, Michael.
Hello, everybody.
That would be appreciated. So go ahead, Michael.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you in one way or another. Just a little bit about me quick is recently moved up here down from the New Ulm area. My wife relocated up here. She's going to be teaching science in Big Lake, and I'm happy to be here. And Cato with Hertz for a while with the rental car business, and then recently was working in economic development. And I went to school at the University of Minnesota Duluth, where I majored in urban studies, and I had a couple internships. One of those was with Southwest Transit down in Eden Prairie, and Regional Transit Commission up in down in Las Vegas. So that's kind of a little bit about my background with transits and some management experience, and just happy to be on board. And my family's originally from the Little Falls area, so we're happy to be closer to family, and know the area very well from kind of spending lots of time up here with family. So happy to be on board and see how I can contribute and work with all of you.
Well, welcome, Michael.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Amended Resolution 2020-04, award of trench drain replacement project, and this will be given by Dave Green.
Good afternoon again, commissioners. Before you is a resolution, and it's more of a amended resolution. It's more of a amended resolution for the trench drain replacement project. I'm sure you recall. Previously, we had brought forward a resolution for a contract with K. Johnson Construction, and what we found was that the bids for this project were accepted, materials and labor, which would allow us to exercise our tax exempt status. And so we reached out to all of the bidders on June 10th and asked that they resubmit bids and separate those two components out, which would allow us to receive that tax benefit. Because of that, the contract has been now awarded to Restoration and Construction Services, LLC. And so we're asking the board to approve that resolution and sign that contract with Restoration and Construction Services, LLC, which is coming in at a savings, a savings based on the previous contract that was brought before you.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Hunstiger.
Second, Lippert.
All right. Any discussion? Yes.
Rick Miller,
Yes.
Ryan Fitzum,
Yes.
Kurt Hunstinger.
Yes.
Okay, that passes unanimously. Next item.
Item number 11, consideration of cell phone policy, and this will be given by Paula Masty. Paula Masty.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I was having some problems with my speaker before. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The cell phone policy is before you. We actually don't have a cell phone policy currently that's been approved by the commissions, just kind of to try and get us up to speed and make sure we've got everything documented. We are already practicing this with the positions that are listed in the policy, getting cell phone reimbursements. It's just that it hadn't been documented, and just changing the practice that it would be an allowance as opposed to a reimbursement, and the only thing that's different with that is that then they don't have to turn in their cell phone bills each month. We all know that cell phone bills are higher than the amount that's going to be reimbursed, especially when data has to be available. So just kind of trying to make the process easier as well.
Okay.
Miller, move to approve.
Is there a second?
Lippert, second.
All right. Discussion? Seeing none, Ryan, please take the roll.
John Lippert,
Yes.
Dave Clarence,
Yes.
You're going in and out, but it's a yes.
I believe I was next up, and I'll go yes. Ryan Fitzum.
And I'm next up, so I'll go yes also.
All right. Hearing all yeses, that is approved unanimously. If you're still there, Ryan, next item.
Mayor Clay, so it looks like Ryan's got kind of a error message on his, so I'm just going to go ahead if that's okay. And the next item on the agenda is number 12, consideration of 2021 bill and tax levy. And then I'm just going to do 13 at the same time, if that's okay. And that's resolution 2020-05, setting the preliminary levy on taxable property in the transit area. And again, this is our 2021 budget. There was a memo kind of breaking out the items involved, keeping the tax levy the same for next year. With COVID-19 and everything happening, that we were planning on doing that. And then the backfill amount of those obviously comes from CARES Act funding.
It looks
Okay.
good. It looks good. This is Miller. It looks
Okay.
good. It looks good. This is Miller. It looks good. I mean, we kept our levy down and we didn't have to raise it. So move to approve.
Thank you.
Second, Lippert.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right. Yeah, I agree with Mayor Miller. That's good to keep that flat. Tough year. Good thing that we had the CARES funding, and some of that carries forward, I assume. Or not?
Yes. Yep. There isn't a deadline at this point for the expiration of that. I'll certainly let you know if that changes. Once the grant itself has been approved, the funding is kind of basically our own bucket. And we did get approval for that about 3 weeks ago, kind of final FTA approval. So that money should be designated for us until such time that it's been used up.
Oh, great.
Chair, one question.
Oh, great.
Chair, one question. How much of that? So I believe we had 7 million come in. Is that right, Paula?
Yep, 7.5.
And I'm trying to look at the memo. How much of that are we using now to hold our levy flat?
So in the 2021 budget currently, the way that it's listed out is 571,000 of that 7 million. But again, that's going to depend on this made the assumption, we did hear from St. Cloud State that we probably won't be having our contract with them, certainly not the amount that we have been in the past. So there is a big loss there, as well as we anticipate revenues being down. If we're being aggressive with, say, passenger fares, for example, we can still backfill funding. We can adjust that as we go along, as long as we can recognize the expenditures or loss of revenue associated with it.
Okay. And Commissioner, I guess my frustration is that while I think we've got an opportunity to decrease in this scenario with the $7 million gift that we were handed, and so maybe this isn't the year based on the uncertainties, but I would certainly encourage us to evaluate as we move forward in the next probably 10 to 11 months that we move forward in the next probably 10 to 11 months that the 2022 budget that we do reduce that rather than keep that flat, feeling that's positive.
Right. I just want to point out there is a lot of restrictions with the CARES Act, and it very specifically states that your standard operations. It's meant to help backfill any COVID-19 related expenditures or losses of revenue. And so it's not meant to say, off and cut the tax levy and then bring it back the next year. But the intent would be, if we keep the tax levy flat, but let's say there's hardships within the communities and so right now we've got 3.1 in tax levy revenue. Let's say we only collect 2 million, right? So then we show that shortfall of the 1.1 million in this example. CARES Act can fund that piece, or if our fares, it can't be specifically to cut the budget or cut those, that we still have to recognize the 20% local share. And so we just have to be very careful to say we're going to cut it and then bring it back the next year. Then that's not the intent. We would get in trouble for that.
Yeah, absolutely understand. And my hope wouldn't be to cut it one year and raise it again the next, is actually continue to decrease that overall burden. But we're all dealing with CARES Act, and I know obviously the public transit's different. I don't think the public transit's different. I don't think we're in a position to do it now, but I would strongly encourage that we continue to look for ways to offset our own costs with some of this $7 million and now $6.5 million in CARES Act, and whether that be some of the bus replacements or other things, some navigating that can be done in a significant manner. But I will support it this year. I just wanted, again, to challenge all of us to think, how do we continue to lessen that overall burden on our taxpayers?
Oh, good point. That's it's good that it doesn't expire, so we have that option going forward too, especially if some of those revenues. I think I certainly agree in the aspect of keeping it flat is important, and if we're going to have some other struggles going forward, whether it's the St. Cloud State or whether it's other ridership issue, we should be able to cushion that, because I think all the cities are going to be in a tough spot. Want to keep that levy flat, and I would agree if there's other ways to do that, and some of those costs going forward would be good. So, any other discussion on the motion? Being none, Ryan, can you take the roll?
John Libbert,
Yes.
Dave Kleiss,
Yes.
Rick Miller, Rick Miller,
Yes.
motion
Yes.
passes.
Passes
Make sure Miller
unanimously.
didn't get 2 votes there.
Yes. Wait, Bart,
Like,
double
the
that
best
assessment
city.
over there then. Any other items?
Yeah, item number 13, resolution 2020-05, preliminary levy on taxable property in transit area, Olamasti.
Again, Commissioners, this is just the resolution for the preliminary tax levy, so we kind of hit that already, so we just need approval on that.
I'll make a motion to approve. Hunsticker?
Second,
Second, Lippert.
Okay, go ahead.
moved and seconded. Can you take the roll?
John Libbert,
Yes.
Dave Kleiss,
Yes.
Rick Miller,
Yes.
Ryan Fitzum,
Yes.
Kurt Hunstinger.
Yes. Yes.
All right, that passes unanimously. Next item.
Next item will be the COVID update, and that will be given by myself. Commissioners, on July 12th, Metrobus resumed regular full service for fixed route and dollar ride to operate 2 trips in the morning and 2 trips in the PM, consistent with the train schedule. Our operations, training, and community outreach department are also back in the office working at full capacity. We continue to not collect fares. Rear door board is still in place, with the exception of the transit center, where customers, for safety reasons, board and alight at the front door. We will continue this practice along with the non-collection of fares until all of our barrier shields are installed. The fixed route shields have started to arrive, actually have all arrived, and currently is in the process of installation. The City of St. Cloud passed an ordinance yesterday requiring face coverings. As of today, we are requiring all employees to wear a face mask or face shield in all service area whenever a non-employee member of the public is present. We have installed protective shields at our reception area, at operations, and the mobility center. This concludes the update. I will take any questions you may have at this time.
Hey,
Questions?
yeah. Hey, Ryan, I got a call, and maybe this is now solving it. I got a call maybe 2 weeks ago from a Sartell resident, stated he was in his late 80s. He and his wife take dial-a-ride and had concern that the driver, while buckling them in place and everything, didn't have face covering on. I believe that to be now addressed with Mayor Kleiss's new orders.
That's correct.
So regardless of city that's order.
Correct. As long as they're on our buses, yes.
Okay.
Within our service area. And that covers an entire service area. Even from here to Minneapolis, in the event that our buses resume regular service on the North Star Link, and we have our Fabulous Friday bus in operation, the operator will have to have a mask on.
Great, thank you.
Okay. As it complies with the St. Cloud City Council mandate.
You could have let that go.
Editorial. Any other items on there, Ryan?
Any other questions?
No, that's
Agenda.
anything else, commissioners?
Nope.
Nope.
Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Miller, so move.
Hunsticker, second.
Ryan, please take the roll.
John Libbert,
Yes.
Kurt Hunstinger,
Yes. Yes.
Ryan Fitzum,
Yes.
Rick Miller, Dave Kleiss.
Yes. As it's starting to rain and I'm still walking, we are adjourned.
All right. See ya.
Have a good day.